Alright, welcome to Wednesday ELT, 8th grade. So today we're going to start with a little vocab question. So this reads, the blank is the y-coordinate of the point where a graph crosses the y-axis. And our options are the x-intercept or the y-intercept. So take 15 minutes, think about it, and write down your answer. And that will tell us very soon. Alright, so what you should have guessed is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is obviously the y-coordinate that crosses the y-axis. Just like the x-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So today we'll be working with trying to find the x and y intercepts from graphs and equations. So nice and easy, let's just start with number 2. So number 2, we're looking for the x and the y-intercept. So as we can see, as we just learned, the y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. So that would be right here. So if we were to do that as a coordinate, it is 0, 2. And that is your y-intercept. Now for your x-intercept, it's the point where the line crosses the x-axis. So obviously it would be right here. Or -5, 0. Because always remember, ordered pairs are x, y. Always got to remember that. All right, so that's how we figured out from a graph. And now from an equation, usually you could try putting it into slope-intercept form and graphing on a calculator, but there's a very easy way to solve this. So as we know, let's start with finding the y-intercept. All right, and if we're trying to find the y-intercept, we know that the x value is always 0. So one more time. When we are at the y-intercept, the x value is always 0. So to solve for the y-intercept, we just got to plug in x when the x value is 0. So just plug 0 into x. Let's do this really quick, if I can straighten this out. All right, so we'll 2, parentheses 0, minus 4y equals 4. So obviously 2 times 0 is 0. And we have -4y equals 4. So this 0 is out of here, so you don't have to worry about that. And this operation is multiplication. So the opposite of that is division. Divide out -4, divide out -4. So our y equals -1. So our y-intercept then would be 0, -1. We got our input of 0 and our output of the y-intercept. All right, so now as you can probably guess, we can solve for the x-intercept by plugging in 0 for the y. 0 for the y. Let's do this. So 2x minus 4 times 0 equals 4. So now we have 2x, 4 times 0 is just 0, so we don't need to write anything down there. Equals 4. Once again, this is multiplication. The inverse operation is division. And what we do to one side, we have to balance it out on the other. So x equals 2. So our y-intercept just be 2, or sorry, our x-intercept would be 2, 0. We plugged in our y as 0 and got our x-intercept. So that is a way to solve with an equation. It's nice and easy. Okay, so now at this point, you're going to try this entire page, and if you can, the word problems. Those would be very helpful, either with a partner or individually, or it is really up to your teacher. Just remember, finding the x and y intercepts from the graph and the equation, always look for when the value is 0. All right, have a great day, 8th grade.